Hello students, chapter number 5th, our nervous system. We have almost completed. We studied our brain, spinal cord and its functions, nerves. So these all major components, the major things of nervous system we have already cleared. Now we have to understand that which type of actions are under our control, because we know simply that all actions of the body are not direct under our control. Inside the body so many activities are there that is not under my control and automatically that is working. So on the basis of that, two types of actions are there inside our body. One is voluntary actions and second one is involuntary actions. So two types of actions we have, voluntary actions and involuntary actions. One is voluntary action, second one is involuntary action. Now we try to understand what is voluntary and what is involuntary action. First one, voluntary. So voluntary action are those actions which is directly under control, under our control. It depends upon will. When we want to do something, we will do, like movement of my hand. So when I want to move my hand, then I will move. When I stop this, so it entirely depends upon my decision, my conscious brain, that I have to move my hand or not. I have to move from this position to that position. So it depends upon me, my decision. That kind of actions are voluntary actions. Actions that we do, out of our will. Means will is there. When I want, I will do that. When I do not want, I will not do. So it entirely depends upon my conscious brain. I have to do or not. That kind of action is voluntary action. Example, when I just try to write one example, then you see here, movement of our body parts, like hands, legs, etc. So hand, leg, these movements are under my control or our control. When we want, we can move. When we do not want, we will not move. So these movements are voluntary. These movements are the voluntary actions. We want to do, then we do. We do not want, we will not do. Next one we have, second one, we have involuntary actions. Involuntary actions means it is clear from the name that these are involuntary. So these actions are not under our control, conscious brain. We cannot control this. It means it is automatic type of actions. It will automatically complete. We will not involve, so we can write actions, sorry, action which occurs without our conscious, sorry, this one, without our conscious choice, or will. So these actions are not under our choice. We cannot select that I have to do this or not. Automatically that action will continue. It is not under our control. So actions which occurs without our conscious choice or will. Example, what are the example? You see, very simple example is beating of heart. You see, beating of heart is an example of involuntary action. Why? Because we do not control this beating of heart. My heart is continuously beating. So, is it under my control? No. When I am sleeping, even though this heart is beating. So, it is automatic process. We cannot control it. It is not under my control. And I cannot control this. So, beating of heart is an example of involuntary action, means it is not under our control. We cannot do anything. It is not depend upon choice or will. We cannot do this at any cost. We do not have any decision. So we are not doing this, the involuntary actions. So two types of actions are there: voluntary actions and involuntary actions. Involuntary actions, those actions which is not under our control, and that voluntary action that is under our control. So next class we try to understand reflex action. Okay students.